I have to find someone that understands that I will always love him.
Yes.
And that doesn't take away from other people's relationships with like my relationships with other people, that I can love someone else too, just as much, and to respect my relationship and marriage with Brett.
Because you grieving and still grieving Brett and forever grieving Brett.
Thank you. Yes. Forever grieving.
Yes. Does not mean that you don't love them at that time, at that moment.
Yeah. And I've experienced that in relationships where I've been told like, you're still grieving. You need to work through this. And I was like, no, I will be forever grieving.
Yes.
And that's not the problem here.
Hey everybody, it's me, Shay. Welcome back to Grief Witnessed, where we remember, where we tell the stories, and where grief is allowed to exist without fixing it. Here with my friend Kylee, another one of my friends from the Young Hot Widows of Utah group. We got another story for you.
Yep.
Yep.
Unfortunately. Yep.
And Kylie's story is very similar to my own.
Yeah.
Her late husband's name is Brett, and he died from colon cancer.
Mm-hmm.
How long did he battle for?
It was 6 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. So he beat the 5-year statistic.
I gloated about that for a while.
Good.
Yeah.
You deserve to gloat about that.
Yeah.
Because that's a brutal statistic.
Yeah.
The survival rate for stage 4 colon cancer for 5 years is like less than 14%.
Yeah. When he was diagnosed, they told us 5%.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. 5%. Yeah. I definitely gloat about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Starting from the beginning, the good nitty gritty stuff.
Yeah.
Tell me about how you guys met and your love story.
So we met at BYU.
Okay.
We were kind of each other's rebounds, which is funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Both of our friends were like, oh, they need to be set up with somebody. And so they set us up on a date, and I fell asleep on our first date. We watched like a movie. I fell asleep.
Are you the type that falls asleep in movies?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't do well when it's after like 9 p.m. I'm just like, sleep.
Did you know who he was before your date with him?
No.
Okay, so was it like a blind date?
Yes, I did know who he was, kind of.
Okay.
We were in the same friend group, same circle. Apparently I had met him before, but I didn't remember him.
Okay.
I was focused on someone else at the time. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you fell asleep on your first date, but you said like the rest is history and never looked back. So what was it about the first date that was like so enticing?
After the first date, I just felt so comfortable with him. It was easy to be around him. He made me laugh. It was just, the comfortability was there from the beginning.
Yeah.
And I had never met anybody like him either. Like his sense of humor just drew me to him. He's obviously handsome. Just, I don't know. He was checking so many boxes for me. The only thing that I had a problem with was his pant length.
Okay. So, tell me what do you mean?
I was really weird about how high his pants were. Like, I don't know if you
was
remember.
he tall?
No, he was only 5'10".
Okay.
But his like pants came up a little bit like above the ankle. And I remember telling my mom, like, she's like, so is there anything wrong with him? I was like, well, his pants are short. He wear floods.
High waters.
Yeah, high waters.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, that can be fixed. I was like, good point.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah, if that's I guess I would call that a pale yellow flag.
A pale yellow, yes.
Yes, easily changeable to a green flag.
Yeah, everything else about him. He played music. He was a drummer, played guitar.
Ooh.
Yeah, just showing off with his singing and guitar skills. So, yeah.
How old were you guys?
When we met, I was 20. He was 22.
Okay. And then how long did you date for?
Dated for a year.
Another Mormon person dating for a year?
I know. It's rare.
Yeah, it is pretty rare.
Yeah. For a whole entire year we dated before we were married from that time.
Okay. Yeah. So you got married around a year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. How did he propose to you?
So he tried to surprise me and he didn't keep it a surprise.
Okay.
He had me come to where we were going to possibly do our reception. And he had set up my favorite food and set up a little picnic and told me there was like some sort of paperwork I needed to come sign because we had already been talking about getting married.
Yeah.
And being Mormon, it's a rushed like situation. Yeah. So we had already, planned it, even though he hadn't proposed. And so I went over like thinking, oh, he's going to propose to me. And his friends had helped him set everything up. There were kids playing laser tag around us the whole time, which was really funny. So yeah, he got on one knee, popped the question, and then all these little teenagers were like, "Did she say yes?"
Oh, yeah, cute.
It was cute.
I love that.
It wasn't ideally how he wanted it to go, but yeah, it was fun.
Love it.
Yeah.
So, how long were you guys married before Brett got diagnosed?
Oh, I'd done that math before. So we were married in 2009. He was diagnosed in 2017. So 8 years.
8 years. Okay. And did you guys have kids during that time?
Yeah, we just had the first one.
Okay.
He was 18 months. Brett was.
Okay. Yeah. So I know you have 3 kids.
I do.
And you have a set of twins. You got pregnant during the time that he was diagnosed.
Yes, we did that on purpose. Yeah. We did IVF. So when he was diagnosed, they told us like, we don't know what's going to happen from here, but if you want to have kids in the future, you got to freeze that sperm.
Save your swimmers.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So we did. We went and did that. And it wasn't for a while until, we both felt like it was due.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Similar story with Tanner as well.
Yeah. I know. Like when I saw your story, I was just like, she's like me.
Yeah.
She made some really impossible, difficult decisions.
Yes.
And one of those was having kids.
Yep. Getting
with
pregnant.
Terminal cancer. Yep. Yeah.
So it is an impossible decision. Yeah. And we are the only ones that can make it. Meaning like so many people have opinions about it.
Yes. Yeah.
But they're not in our place. So
no, I had a lot of opinions for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I have no regret.
Neither do I.
Whatsoever. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys transfer 2 eggs or one and it split?
So we actually did IVF twice.
Okay.
First time we put in 2, didn't take. So the second time, my doctor, it was like, this is our last go. Like, this doesn't work. We're done. And he was like, I would just put in 2 and you guys, like, your situation is unique. Just go with it. Because they don't do that very often anymore. And both took.
Okay. So,
and so boy and a girl.
Fraternal twins.
Yes. Fraternal twins. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. My doctor was like, where did you use Utah Fertility Clinic or another?
We were in Texas at the time.
You were in Texas. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because my doctor, she said, let's just put in 1.
Yeah.
Because she was just worried that with my situation, they would put in 2 and I would either get twins or one would split or quadruplets. And I was like, let's just do 1.
Yeah.
Because even with 1, there's a pretty high chance of it splitting with IVF.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for my 1. I would be overwhelmed if it was more than that.
Yeah. I was so excited though when we found out it was twins. It was, I don't know, I just like always had that feeling that I was going to be a twin mom. And I was just like, I felt like I really hope it's twins the whole time. Yeah. I don't know why. Maybe it was like my grief being like, I just want as much as I can have. But
I get that.
Yeah, I for sure was so excited.
Yeah.
Like my body, I'm not excited for what that's going to bring.
Yeah.
But I was so excited.
Yeah, you're so little. How tall are you?
I'm only 5'2".
Oh my gosh. 5'2", pregnant with twins. How big were your twins when they were born?
Well, so they came super early.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, my body was done.
Yeah, 5'2".
Yeah. So they both were 3 pounds when I had them.
So little.
They came 10 weeks early.
Wow. So NICU?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. NICU and husband with terminal cancer.
Yeah.
How was he at the time?
He was, considering he handled his chemo really well.
Okay.
I don't know how Tanner did.
It depended on the year.
Yeah. I think it depended on the drug.
Yeah.
And if radiation was a part of it too.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in residency when we had them, and we had them at the hospital that he did residency at. So that was cool because when he was working, he could go check on him at the NICU, which was really nice. Yeah. But when we had them is kind of when things started to start changing, because he was really stable at that point with the same medication. And then when we had them, that was kind of when it was like, okay, we have to start to switch drugs.
Yeah. Okay. So when the twins were born, how long had he been in residency at that point?
Oh, goodness. So he was in his third year of medical residency.
Okay.
I want to say.
Third year of medical residency, and how long of fighting cancer?
The twins were born in 2020. So he was around 4 years right then.
So he freaking went through his residency fighting stage 4 colon cancer.
Sure did.
Holy shit.
Doing chemo every 3 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. It's so much for a like able-bodied, non-cancerous person, but for someone that has stage 4 cancer, wow, that is a lot.
Yeah. I don't know how he did it.
Brett's a badass.
He is.
He's a badass.
And super determined.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing that I think back on is that he was determined to finish. He had goals, and
I love that.
He wanted to meet that goal. So, and he did.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Rewinding a little bit to when he was diagnosed, what was going on that he got a colonoscopy? Because he was, did he get a colonoscopy?
Yes.
Okay, because he was young.
So he was starting to have bleeding. And
rectal bleeding?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he actually went to the doctor, and the doctor said, it's probably just hemorrhoids. You're young. I don't see any reason why you would need a colonoscopy. But if you are that concerned, you can get a colonoscopy. He didn't. So I think it was probably 2 years later is when things took a turn. I think from his point of view, it was just like this slow change. But when he was in the car, he was sitting on a pillow because of the pain. So he was driving, sitting on a pillow. When he was trying to give my son a bath, he was like sitting on the edge of the bathtub and had to sit on a pillow. So he had that tailbone pain that was pretty bad. And I remember being like, that's not normal. Like, you're sitting on a pillow when you're driving. And he just kept putting it off. And then it got to the point where he just couldn't pass anything.
Yeah.
And that's when he was like, okay, I need an emergency colonoscopy.
Wow. Do you go to the ER?
He talked to, I think it was like a friend at this point because of his connections.
Yeah.
But they got him in really fast at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a colonoscopy and found his tumor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tanner, I remember like probably a year and a half before he got diagnosed, the summer of 2019, he had some like rectal bleeding, but it was very light colored, like hemorrhoid colored.
Yeah.
And I remember we talked to my uncle, who's a doctor, just internal medicine. And he was like, it's probably hemorrhoids, but you maybe just go see a GI. And we're poor college students.
Yeah.
Our insurance, we don't have money to pay for anything.
Yeah.
And so I was like, it's probably just hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
And
that's what we said.
Yep. Probably just hemorrhoids. So we just kind of brushed it off. And, a year and a half later, diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer at 25 years old. How old was Brett?
That's crazy. He was 31.
He was 31.
Yeah, 25.
Both of them. It's just so young.
Yeah, they told us when they found it that he had probably had cancer up to that point for at least 5 years.
Wow.
Because of how big it was.
They told Tanner something similar.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because A
Mhm.
20-year-old
Yeah.
with cancer?
That's
Well, I
insane.
guess it wouldn't have been stage 4 cancer at the time,
Yeah.
but
And then my kids are going to have colonoscopies when they're 18.
yep. Amy Lou gets her first one at 15 years old.
Oh my gosh, poor
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I'm just like these poor kids.
I know.
But
yeah. Did he have a
yeah.
family history of it?
No.
Did he have
Tanner?
Lynch syndrome?
No.
Yeah.
All of his genetic markers came back clear. He had like a
Yeah.
grandma with it, but she didn't even have it till she was 90.
Okay.
So it was like, this isn't, it was not, there was no sign of it.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
Yeah.
Just
No
very unlucky.
family history for Tanner.
Yeah.
No genetic markers.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Yeah.
And there's, the science is always progressing. So maybe there is a genetic marker that we just don't know of yet.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay. So, tell me, you said kind of after you had the twins, things started to kind of take a turn as far as treatment goes. Yeah. How long was the decline? What did it look like?
It had steadily, so he originally was diagnosed with a colorectal tumor. And then at the same time, it was in his liver.
Yep.
They suspected it to be in his lungs, but it was not obvious. It was like little small spots here and there, but they were like, it could be anything. It's not an obvious tumor.
Yeah.
So he had both of those resected. And then when we got to med school is when it started to show up more prominently in his lungs. But what happened was when it took a turn, it was in his spine.
Oh, so
yeah, he started to have a lot of back pain and that was way worse than the rest. I don't know if Tanner experienced
it didn't spread
like
to his
that.
lungs, but it spread to his lungs, and that was like he was drowning all the time with fluid.
Yeah. Brett didn't experience that till the end.
Yeah.
That feeling. It was the back pain that had changed. Yeah. And then we moved here, and then it was they had done we moved here when he had done radiation for his spine. And then it kind of just went downhill from there. They ended up finding it in his small intestine. He had a bowel blockage at that point, and then it was like chemo's not working.
Yeah.
It's just getting worse. And he was on oxygen.
Tanner too.
Yeah, it was when it started growing in his lungs more when we moved here. He had like an emergency. We were in and out of the ER every couple weeks for something new at that point. And he went on oxygen that first hospital visit, and he never went off. And that I remember that conversation, the drowning conversation.
It's horrible. Like Tanner was scared to he was scared to lay down. He thought he would die
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, this is probably gonna make me cry, but I remember having that conversation of like, I would be so grateful to go to sleep tonight and not wake up.
Yeah.
And it was like, we've got to this point.
Yeah.
Ooh, that like gets me.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yep.
Yeah, I just remember oxygen, like 6 oxygen tanks by my front door.
Yeah. Did you guys have the machine?
We had the machine.
Yeah.
We also had oxygen tanks for going on the go. And then he had like a little portable one too.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
I remember one time he went fishing with his dad and like ran out of oxygen, and it was
so
really scary for him.
So scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a new world for us. The oxygen always being attached to something.
Yep.
Yeah. It was, but at that point, I think we were like, okay, this is the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
And him being a doctor, he knew so much more than me. And I could kind of read his signals of like, this is the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he was trying to be hopeful that he could get back on his feet and go back to work and everything. But I could tell that it was different. The fact that he couldn't like go on a walk.
Yeah.
And just was drained of energy. He was losing weight so fast.
How old were your kids when he went on hospice?
Let's see. The twins were barely turning 2. And Leo, I think, was 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did hospice look like for you and the end of life?
he was at our house. So they brought in the bed. We had it in our bedroom. It started with them coming in and just giving him his meds if he needed it. Then it turned into, oh, this is more involved. So, bathing him if they needed to. But he said no, what is it called? Like IV nutrition. He didn't want that anymore.
Yep.
It was just like, let me go. You can give me oxygen and pain meds.
Yep.
But that was it. So he was in our house, which was really nice. And at the time, I had been seeing a therapist for grief. She actually was a death doula.
I love death doulas. I loved mine.
She just happened to come into our lives at the right time. And I had been working with her, and she just was like, I'm training. I'm technically a death doula, but I'm not certified yet.
Yeah.
She was like, I would love to help your family. And I jumped on that so fast. Yeah. I was like, yes, I am all for having help.
Yes.
So she came to our house, and she was there the whole last week of his life, helping me, helping Leo, helping the twins, just because I think I was more worried about my kids than I was myself.
Yeah.
But I also wasn't educated either. I've lost grandparents. I wasn't in the room though when they were nearing the end of their lives.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what to expect. And it was so nice having somebody talk us through what was coming.
Yes.
And for Brett, when he was still conscious, it was like I remember us talking about eating. That was a big issue. And she was just looking at him saying, this is normal. And if you don't feel like you can eat, don't.
Yeah.
And no one pressures you to eat. You just don't.
Yeah.
And so it was so nice having her, giving him comfort, talking him through what was going to come. And then me understanding the steps of it's crazy how the body has a pattern when they die.
Yep.
And she told me what the pattern was. And instead of me freaking out as he was dying, it was this is the next step.
This is what it's supposed to look
yes.
like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I had her the whole time I was texting her of this has changed. And she'd be like, okay, he's still days away. He's close. Could be today, could be tomorrow.
Yeah.
It just was so nice having somebody who understood that process to help me know. I don't know. It was just so different.
Yeah.
So she just came into our lives at the perfect time. My family thought I was a little crazy.
Yeah.
They were
There's some family
lady
members
walking through our house.
Yeah.
Do the kids even know her? Do we know her? Such an intimate time in our lives to have a stranger come in. But it was the best thing. She's still my therapist to this day. So yeah, it's kind of a special thing that she was able to meet him, go through that with us, and then continue to work with me and my oldest.
Yeah.
So it was such a special thing.
I love that. I love that you had a death doula. So many people don't know that there is such a thing.
No, I didn't. When she told me, I was like, I know what a doula is. But there's a death doula.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm so grateful for that. It was such a huge blessing.
If you're okay talking about your last moments with Brett and what those were like for you.
I mean, there wasn't a lot to it, they told us the signs of what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And so I was by his side. He had a pulse ox on him.
Yep.
And so I was watching his heart rate because they told us his heart rate will jump and then it will just plummet from there. His blood pressure, everything will just plummet. His oxygen will drop. So I was so stuck on the fact that I needed to be there. I know lots of people feel the same way.
100%.
I don't know how you...
I felt that way.
Yeah.
I had to be there.
I couldn't leave his side.
I have to be with him.
Yeah. I could just...
And he
I
didn't
just
want
couldn't
to be alone.
Yeah, I don't know if Brett really cared. I kept thinking he's probably waiting for me to leave the room.
Yeah, I know
because that's a real thing.
Yeah,
but I was like, that's not happening.
Yeah,
you're stuck with me. So, I was there until his very last breath, And it was such a surreal feeling. And also the room, like I felt like you could feel his spirit leave his body.
I felt that too.
Yeah, it was just such a weird feeling. It was special. I remember my death doula talking to me about that. And just, she said, like, pay attention to when he takes his last breath and the feeling that's in the room. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was so weird. And my daughter, she was asleep at the time when he was, actively dying. And she woke up like minutes before he passed. So it was just like, when I look back, it was like we all knew it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very special feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And then just the fact that you look at their body and then you're like, he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very surreal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I felt that way as well. Even like the rest of the day felt very like spiritual.
Yeah.
Tanner felt very close.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Someone in my neighborhood told me even before they knew that Tanner had died that there was just a different feeling driving by our house.
I got that comment so many times.
Did you?
And
Okay,
coming
wow.
into our house.
Wow.
We had a lot of people from our ward coming in and out.
Yep.
And family, friends, everything. I was very like, help, please come.
Yes.
And I got that comment.
You were like that. It was
Yes.
hard for me at the very beginning of cancer, but by the end, I'm like, let me give you a list.
Oh, I'm still like that.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
People are like, do you need help? I'm like, yep, here you go. Help me with this.
Yeah.
But they would come in and just be like, there's such a special feeling here, such a sacred feeling. So,
yes.
Yeah. And I think I felt it too. And it was kind of a weird thing that for days, like probably the first week, it was very spiritual for me. And then it wasn't after that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you experienced that too.
I experienced that as well.
Yeah.
Where Tanner, he just felt more distant.
Mm.
Yeah.
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 That's a great word. Like
distant.
Distant.
Mm-hmm.
That it was all of a sudden it felt like he was sticking around and was so close and through the funeral. And then it was just like this weird empty feeling, whether it was my grief or something else. I don't know, but for sure was very spiritual through the death process.
Yes. Okay. So I want to shift a little bit to, well, it's kind of a dating question.
This is going to be fun.
Okay. How long has it been since you lost 2017?
He died in 2022. So it's been 3 years now.
2022. Okay. Mm-hmm. So how have you been able to move forward with your love for Brett and also having your heart be open to potential love with someone else?
It's complicated.
Okay.
I waited a long time to date compared to some people.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost 2 years before. So I've been dating for a little over a year now, year and a half. It took me a while to have that feeling of wanting companionship again. Brett made it very clear to me that he wanted me to not be alone, to have somebody be a partner with me, have a father for my kids. So I knew that going into it, but it took me a while to want that myself. I think I've learned that when it comes to dating, because I've been dating, I have to find someone that understands that I will always love him.
Yes.
And that doesn't take away from other people's relationships with like my relationships with other people, that I can love someone else too, just as much, and to respect my relationship and marriage with Brett and my grief, which is difficult too. It's not always easy for people to wrap their brains around that.
Yeah. Because you grieving and still grieving Brett and forever grieving Brett.
Thank you. Yes. Forever grieving.
Yes. Does not mean that you don't love them at that time, at that moment.
Yeah. And I've experienced that in relationships where I've been told like, you're still grieving. You need to work through this. And I was like, no, I will be forever grieving. Yes. And that's not the problem here. So it has been interesting dating because I've learned like, oh, this is a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Like if you can't accept my marriage and love for Brett as is, then
you are not the
this
one.
is not going to work out. Yeah.
You are not it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely been a trial and error of figuring those type of things out.
Yeah. Are these men that have never been married, or are they like,
A mix.
Are they divorced? Okay.
Yeah, a mix. Feel like the LDS men are the more difficult ones.
Okay.
Because when it comes to ceilings, like I mentioned, that seems to be the biggest concern. Because it's hard because I want to be with someone that's LDS, just like me and in the church and everything. But then if depending where they're at and what they believe,
yep,
it doesn't even matter the kind of person I am or what I, bring to the table. It's just like this thing that makes it or breaks it.
Yeah.
So, but it's like an easy way of being like, this isn't going to work. So move on, I guess.
Yeah.
I actually bring that up really early in dating.
Good.
Yes.
I'm
Learn
glad.
that.
Yeah.
Fool me once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely learn that. So just being upfront and clear with that.
Yeah.
But I've dated widowers. I've dated single men.
It seems like widowers would be able to hold space for that.
Yeah, it's just never gone anywhere for me to even try to figure that out, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I've been in a relationship that was with someone that was divorced. Mm-hmm. So that's the only experience I've had with that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, widowers, I feel like they understand it.
Yeah.
And it's not a problem.
Yeah, you guys can.
We have other problems.
For each other.
Yeah. We can hold space for each other for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I had a conversation with my grandma. My grandma was in town when Tanner was on hospice and she was a nurse. So it was so helpful to have her. But I remember I was sitting in my room crying and I just said who's going to love me like Tanner loves me? Mm. And that was something I was worried about. And what she responded with was so impactful for me. She said, someone is going to love you very different than Tanner loved you. Mm-hmm. And you are going to love them different than you loved Tanner.
Yes.
And yep, that fixed that worry.
You're like, and that worry's gone.
Yeah. And it's true. Someone's going to love me different and I'm going to love someone different. And that doesn't mean it doesn't take away from the love.
No. Yeah. And I think it is kind of a hard thing to wrap your mind around because you're used to loving someone in a certain way.
Yes.
And dating, I think I don't hold that. I'm not being like, oh, he's not like Brett or anything like that. It's definitely, I have to open my mind to this is going to be different. Mm-hmm. And that's okay. Mm-hmm. And no one's going to be Brett. I'm not expecting to replace him. So I just got to accept.
Yeah.
And it's okay that they are going to love differently. I'm going to be a different person too and love differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Smart
thanks, grandma.
Yeah.
She's the best.
Smart grandma. She's so wise.
She's a smart lady.
Yeah.
Okay. So next question about perspective of your experience overall.
Yeah.
How has your experience going through terminal cancer and losing Brett, how has it changed your perspective on life?
I've become a better person.
Okay.
I'm more empathetic. I'm definitely more aware of people going through hardships.
Yeah.
And not just observing, but acting and helping. I have so much love and appreciation for the people that have stepped in to help me. And I want to do the same for others because life is hard and it's unfair sometimes. And you're going to go through trials and challenges. And I've learned that I don't want other people to suffer in silence. And I'm going to do whatever I can to help others too. But I think it's made me more empathetic. And it's also just taught me to be so grateful. So grateful for the love I shared with him. Share with him. Yeah. That's one thing I can always say is our relationship. I don't know if everyone gets to experience that kind of love in their lives. And I'm grateful that I did.
Yeah.
And I mean, we are best friends. I keep going through like past and
No, I get it. I did the same
like
thing.
past, present tense. I don't know. I just feel very grateful that I got to experience that love, that unconditional love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's, I don't know that I had that perspective of my love with Tanner before this experience. But man, it really showed me how just to be like so intentional with my love with him. And I think it just, in sickness and in health, man, that really amplified our love and care and acceptance for each other. And
absolutely
the fact that there was a very likely expiration date on his life, which there's one on all of our lives, but just it being early.
Yeah, those small things that could, really cause problems. I think it was like a bigger picture all the time.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're saying. It was just like your focus changes.
Yes, it does.
And I love the word intentional. That was perfect for it. Yeah. Being very
like
intentional.
Word now.
Intentional. I love it. Yeah. Cause that's definitely what it turns to.
Yeah.
Cause you're not letting every moment just pass you by. I don't know if you did the same, but I was recording, taking pictures and doing whatever I could to have those memories for my kids and myself and
document the hell out of life.
Yes.
I tell everyone that. Document the hell out of your life.
Yeah. And Brett hated it though. Oh my gosh.
So did Tanner.
Yeah, he hated it.
Tanner
he was like, put the camera down. I'm like, no.
Tanner loved the attention that he got on, social media in particular.
Okay,
he loved the attention.
That's cute.
He didn't love the process of making the videos and documenting, but that guy thrived on the attention.
He's like, I like this.
Yeah, but I think he was happy that we had all those things recorded for Amy.
I'm so happy I have them.
Yeah.
Because my twins don't remember him.
Yeah.
It's been 3 years now, so they're 5, and they don't really remember what he looks like or what he sounds like. And they got confused a few times. They'll like see someone on TV and be like, Daddy. And I'm like, no, that's not him. Yeah. So then I pull out the videos and the pictures, and then it's a good reminder, especially for the twins. Leo, my oldest, I think he will always have those memories, but same thing. Like, unfortunately, our memories can fade.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful that I was really good about that, whether Brett liked it or not.
Yeah, I'm grateful you were too.
Yeah.
And I bet that Brett is grateful now.
Yeah. Towards the end, he was like, sure, whatever. Yeah. We have all sorts of videos.
Yeah. I love that. Good. Well, thank you so much for sharing yours and Brett's story.
Yeah,
and your kids' story.
Thank you for having
me with
me.
us and with everyone. Yeah, and I'm grateful to know you.
You too.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.